Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at World of Krypton, Issue 1. This is a 6-issue limited series from DC Comics in 2021, written by Robert Venditti, drawn by Michael Avon Oeming, colored by Nick Filardi, lettered by Hassan Otsmane-Elhaou, edited by Christy Quinn, covered by Mico, Suayan, and Annette, Kwok. I like the cover, it's really well done, really gives a sense of urgency to it. Yeah, it's a good pinup, I like it. Now we start off with Lara and Jor-El in Kryptonopolis, and they are preparing to go to the naming ceremony of his brother and that guy's wife, and he doesn't really want to go, but he knows he needs to. He's not a very sociable person. But Zor and his wife have named their daughter Kara Jor-El, and while they're there, they meet a few people. They meet one of their relatives named Crew, and of course we get to meet Drew Zod. Now several things come to light at this conversation. Obviously there's something going on with Crew, and he's not the type that usually shows up to these events. The invitation was more perfunctory and one of those things you just do for family. And that's when Lara goes to talk to Jor-El. She found something weird happening with the Thought Beasts, and she warns that it might be some kind of bellwether event. Now this is a bit of a change from the original storytelling of Jor-El being the one to figure out that there is something going on with Krypton that has an unstable core. And this time they have to have the brown savior come in and do it. And that is around the time that somebody yells "Free Krypton" and some civil strife breaks out, and these bad guys yell "Death to the L's," and they try to kill all of the L's there. Thankfully, Drew Zod is there to help out, even though he's recently retired, and we get a stunning conclusion as to who may be behind it. Overall, I thought the story was really good. There were a few things I didn't care for, but overall, I thought the story was fine. It was actually a lot better than I expected. The art really didn't suit the book. I'm not a giant fan of Oeming's work. I thought he did well in some books, but not on others. The superhero stuff doesn't seem to really go well with his style, and I thought overall it didn't work at all. There were a lot of times when people's heads were very disproportionate to their body size, making them look more like some sort of awkward child's toy. And that's especially true with Jor-El and Lara. They look very weird most of the time, so I did not like the art. The background stuff looked fine most of the time, and their outfits looked fine. It's just the proportions looked weird, and they had big boogly heads, and that looked awkward on their bodies. And their heads would change shape from panel to panel, and I thought that was a little distracting. But overall, a good issue. I'd recommend reading it, but not at cover price. I think it's overpriced at $4 because the art really just doesn't match the tone or feel of the book. But I see what they were going for, and I did enjoy the story overall. So I probably will check out issue 2, but the art is a definite hindrance to it. So if you're gonna pick this up, get it out of the $1 bin or $2 bin and read it that way, or just buy it and trade really, really cheap. That's gonna do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description for the merchandise store and other ways to support me. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.